Why your brain remembers things that never happened, the Mandela Effect explained. What if I told you that millions of people remember an event that never happened? Not a rumor, not a conspiracy. A memory. A vivid, detailed memory. People remember watching the funeral of Nelson Mandela on television in the 1980s. They remember news coverage. They remember speeches. Some even remember his widow speaking to the nation. There's only one problem. None of it happened. Nelson Mandela did not die in prison in the 1980s. He was released in 1990, and later became president of South Africa. So how can millions of people remember something that never occurred? And if your brain can invent memories this convincing, how many of your memories are actually real? This is BrainFlaw, and today we're uncovering one of the strangest flaws in human thinking, the Mandela Effect. The logo that never existed. Let's play a game. Picture the Monopoly man. You know him. Top hat, suit, big mustache. Now answer this. Does he wear a monocle? Most people instantly say yes. In fact, many can clearly picture it. The image seems obvious, except the Monopoly man never wore a monocle. Not once. Not in the original game. Not in advertisements. Not ever. Yet millions remember seeing it. Why? Because your brain loves shortcuts. The character resembles wealthy stereotypes from old cartoons. Many of those characters wore monocles. Your brain quietly fills in the missing pieces, and once it creates the image, it feels real, not imagined. Remembered. That's the dangerous part. False memories don't feel false. They feel exactly like real ones. The bear family that never changed. Here's another famous example. Many people remember a children's book series called The Berenstain Bears. Notice the ending. Stein. Like Einstein. Now check reality. The books have always been called The Berenstain Bears. Stain, not Stein. Thousands of adults swear this change. Many insist they read the books as children. Some even claim they can see the cover in their minds. Yet every published copy says the same thing. Berenstain. So what's happening? The answer lies in how memory works. Most people never stored the exact spelling. Their brain stored an approximation. Years later, the brain reconstructs the memory. And because Stein is more common than stain, the brain quietly rewrites history, without permission, without warning, without you realizing it. Your brain is not a camera. Most people imagine memory as a video archive. Events happen. The brain records them. Later, we replay them. Simple. Except that's not how memory works at all. Neuroscientists have discovered something remarkable. Every time you remember an event, you change it. Think about that. The act of remembering literally rewrites the memory itself. Imagine a document on your computer. Every time you open it, someone edits a few words before saving it again. Eventually, the document becomes very different from the original. That's essentially what happens inside your brain. Memories are reconstructed, not replayed, and every reconstruction introduces tiny errors. Most are harmless. Some become Mandela effects, others become entirely new memories, memories that never happened. The experiment that shocked psychology. In the 1990s, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus conducted a series of experiments that changed our understanding of memory forever. She showed volunteers videos of car accidents. Afterward, she asked a simple question. How fast were the cars going when they smashed into each other? Another group heard a slightly different word. How fast were the cars going when they hit each other? One word changed everything. People who heard smashed remembered higher speeds. Many even remembered broken glass that never appeared in the footage. A single word had altered reality inside their minds. The implications were terrifying. If a simple question can change memory, what happens after years of conversations, news reports, social media posts, and repeated storytelling? The answer is obvious. Memory becomes incredibly unreliable. The internet makes it worse. For most of human history, false memories stayed local. Today they spread globally. Imagine remembering something incorrectly. Then you go online. Suddenly you find thousands of people who remember the same thing. Instantly your confidence grows. If everyone remembers it, I must be right. But that's another flaw. Humans confuse agreement with truth. The more people repeat something, the more believable it becomes, whether it's true or not. This is why the Mandela Effect exploded in the internet age. Not because reality changed. Not because we're jumping between universes. Because false memories can now find each other. And when they do, they become incredibly convincing. The parallel universe. Theory, of course, not everyone accepts the psychological explanation. Some people believe Mandela effects are evidence of alternate realities. The theory goes like this. At some point, timelines diverged. Memories from one reality leaked into another. That's why people remember Mandela dying. That's why logos seem different. That's why movie quotes appear to change. It's a fascinating idea. And honestly, it's more exciting than admitting our brains are flawed. But there's a problem. Every known scientific study points toward memory distortion. Not parallel universes, not glitches in reality, just the ordinary limitations of the human brain. And perhaps that's even more unsettling. Because it means the mystery isn't out there, it's inside your head. The memory you're changing right now, here's the strangest part of all. While watching this video, your brain is already editing your memories. Some details will stick, others will disappear. A few may change entirely. Months from now, you'll remember this video differently than you experience it today. Not because you're lying, not because you're careless, because that's how memory works. The brain isn't designed to preserve the past perfectly. It's designed to help you survive the future. Accuracy is useful, adaptability is essential, and when those two goals conflict, accuracy often loses. Conclusion. The Mandela Effect isn't proof that reality is broken. It's proof that memory is. The same brain that allows us to learn, imagine, and dream. Also rewrites history. It fills gaps, creates patterns, invents details, and sometimes produces memories so convincing that millions of people swear they witnessed events that never happened. The real mystery isn't why people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison. The real mystery is this. If your brain can create memories that feel completely real, how can you ever be certain that your own memories are true? And perhaps the most uncomfortable answer is, you can't. Because the greatest illusion your brain ever creates may be the belief that it never makes mistakes. And that's the flaw. The brain flaw. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to BrainFlaw for more documentaries exploring humanity's biggest mistakes, strangest behaviors, and darkest decisions. Because history's greatest mysteries aren't hidden in the world around us, they're hidden inside our minds. See you next time.